the shadows of the mind where secrets hide. We dive into the dark where truth collides. Forensic minds unravel the twisted thread. True crime tales from the living and the dead. Why did they do it? To help, for love, in anger, or insane? Who will remember them? Who is to blame? The victims deserve justice. The guilty should be until the end of time. Echoes of the past in every crime.
All right, everybody. If you can hear me, can you put a 1 in the chat? Because I'm trying to be very, very quiet as I talk. So I just need to know if you guys can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Oh, good. Hey, Team Deucey Deuce, getting known. Oh, welcome. It's great to see you. Yeah, this is pretty, it's pretty amazing, actually. In a world where we have seen all kinds of grifting online for all sorts of things. I mean, sometimes people are asking for money to pay their telephone bill. Sometimes people are asking for money to buy a hamburger. Some people ask for money for a court case. Now we have someone who is asking for money so they can get a divorce. Well, not exactly a divorce, but she is now asking for her subscribers to pay $10,000 so she can go home to Canada. Hold on, I'm not finished. She wants her subscribers to pay for her plane ticket from Syria to Ontario. She wants her subscribers to pay for first month and last month rent in a new house. She wants her subscribers to pay for bringing the Kuwaiti cat, Julia, to Canada. And she's going to need food. Yeah. $10,000. Okay. So I don't know about you, but you see the look on that man's face right there? That picture that you're looking at is a picture that was made in recent days, within the past week or so, where they were like at some beach, right? Does he look like he wants to see her dead? Because he does to me. I'm going to tell you something. If I saw my husband looking at me like that, I don't think I would go home to him. Do you know what I mean? I think I would be busy finding myself another place to live and fast. So, if this isn't shocking enough that she believes that it is the Beezer's responsibility to pay $10,000 to get her set up in a new apartment and to ship herself and her cat over to Canada and pay for a month's worth of food, then I think we have to stop and ask ourselves if this is normal. It's going to cost my son $6,590 to get his pug into Japan. Good Lord. She got herself in that hot mess. She needs to work and get herself out of it. Team Doocy Doo. She actually was in Canada in an apartment with an air conditioner installed. Who remembers that? Her mother paid everything up front to get her set up. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to speak it, okay? This woman, it's not like she wasn't warned. She was warned by a lot of people. Do not do this. Do not go to Syria. This is not what you think it is. Everybody in the know warned her. You know what she's not anticipating? She's not considering that now the Canadian government is fully aware that she has been living in Syria, in Dara, in Al Qaeda country. You think the government's not going to have questions about her trying to come back in the country? What happened, Chantal, to, well, even if I did leave Syria, I'm not going back to Canada? Who remembers that? So we're going to take a listen to this, okay? We're going to take a listen and we're going to make a decision. Is this a woman who is seeing the end of a 3-year love of her life marriage, and now she's dragging up and heading back home? Or is this another grift? Is this stealing from the Beezers who just can't understand that she can lie with the best of them? You're really not going to believe it when you listen to this video. You're not going to believe it. You're really, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I thought that getting, big money for a court case for a lawyer, I thought that was a shocking grift. Like, I thought that was horrible. This, no, this is the worst thing that I've seen in the world of grifting online. This really, it's hard to listen to, but we're gonna. All right. Here we go.
First. I don't feel like being on camera. I feel too blah. I think I'm gonna go off camera. Hold on a second.
Now, those of you that have watched Foodie Beauty for many years and you know what she's like, let me explain this, okay? When her relationships hit a rocky patch, when her relationships go south, when someone doesn't treat her the way that she wants to be treated, she goes into emotional meltdown. I mean, her emotions take over all of her thoughts. She can't control herself. Let's put it this way. She freaks the hell out. Okay. Does this look like a woman who's freaking out at all? She doesn't look like it to me. In fact, when she clicks the camera off, she is smiling. I think she has to turn the camera off because the duping delight is so difficult for her to control, and she doesn't want anyone to see her really, really laughing, right? So the camera goes off, and I think now she's just like grinning ear to ear. I think she's looking across the room at Salah. I think Salah is sitting there going, tell him, let's get some money. We got get some cash rolling in here, babe.
I'm hot and I'm just like not in the mood to be on camera. You know. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Blush, Sam, Megan, Raven, Helia, Cool. Drop. Hey, everyone. Hey, Tracy, Fernanda, everybody, Bear, Kiara, BBJ, Vegas. I'm going to explain. I just don't want to repeat myself, so I'm just waiting. Welcome to Lana, Amanda, Nitty, Red.
She got to wait for those views.
I can't even read all your names. I'm sorry.
I mean, y'all get ready. This is the biggest load of BS
So,
ever.
oh, the friggin' headache I cannot get rid of.
Is it your blood pressure, honey?
No, it's not clickbait.
Are you sure? It feels like clickbait.
It's gonna seem like impulsive and like out of the blue for you guys.
Not at all.
Because I've really, really, really been. I tried so hard. Slow mode. I'll just let people. I'm kind of just like. I'm probably not even gonna look at the chat. Teardrop. I'm just gonna like say what I have to say.
Okay, I just got to do this. Notice how many times she giggles and laughs. Pay attention because this is important. This is a woman that whenever she would get into a little argument or anything, she would be literally on the floor, sobbing in a quivering heap of emotion, out of control, negative, out of control. She's literally giggling, you guys.
Because yeah, like you don't really see our day to day together. You know, I mean, you do sometimes. I mean, we have like gotten in arguments and stuff, but it's just that it's not anything to do with like it's not like it's just we're not really working out. We're not compatible. Like, you know, maybe people saw it coming. Fair enough. You know, it's just I wanted to give.
They're not compatible, y'all. Okay, wait a minute, Chantal. Let's consider this issue of compatibility, okay? You knew him a week. A week. You were willing to get on an airplane and fly to meet him. You literally moved in with a stranger who kicked you while you were live on camera, who restricted your food from you as he ate and you sat back and watched. What do you mean you're not compatible? You are a bona fide atheist. You claimed it from the rooftops that you're an atheist. In fact, you make fun of people that believed in God. Now you supposedly are a pious Muslim who follows all the rules. Oh, okay. Except you said that neither you nor Salah had ever been to mosque. Ever. So I don't know how that happened, but okay. Compatible? This is a man who goes and works out and enjoys lifting weights and running. You can't walk from your computer to the bathroom and back without being out of breath. He would not ride around with you in Kuwait in the car. I don't know what this whole compatibility thing is that you've suddenly discovered you're incompatible. My guess is that you're just as compatible as you've ever been, that the main thing that you guys have in common is that you have no qualms whatsoever taking people's money without investing in a service that you're giving to them. We already heard him. He's like your business manager. He informs you how many of your cameos are about to expire, how many you need to get done. He is telling you how to work. Now, you already exploited a little girl with Down syndrome, and maybe y'all decided that was too big of a risk for putting your channel in jeopardy with YouTube. But this little grift, you're not even asking your subscribers to just help you get a plane ticket to get home, and then you will take care of the rest, or your family members will step up and help you out. No. You are turning to strangers on the internet and treating them like they are your mommy. Mommy, my marriage isn't working out. I need to come home. Please buy me a bus ticket. This bus ticket is going to cost Mommy Beezer $10,000. And then here's another question. Once you get that apartment, first month's rent, last month's rent, utilities turned on, how the hell are you going to make the first month's payment? Your channel is getting exactly no views by comparison to what you're used to. The amount of views that you are currently getting, the low number of super chats that you're getting, you're not going to be able to afford a $2,000 a month apartment in Ontario. So exactly what's your plan? It's going to take you at least a year to build your channel back up to where you're getting a respectable income again, if you're even able to build it up. In case you haven't noticed, Chantal, people are beginning to reject the mukbang videos. They're rejecting them because they kill people. People are beginning to reject the death fat videos. Nobody wants to go on and watch someone who is gravely ill and laugh at them. Nobody wants to do that anymore, Chantal. So what is your plan now that you've let your channel go down to getting about 3,000 views per video? What is your plan? How are you going to pay it? Is it going to be the Beezers? You going to continue to exploit these people? How many of those people that have been watching and paying are actually Salah's friends, family members, or Muslims? How many? In truth, Chantal, once you get back to Canada, once you and Salah are finished, if this is real, how many actual real Beezers do you believe will continue to exist? I think at least half are going to go away if you actually do leave Salah. But based on this video, I don't think you're separating, except maybe if you're separating for a week or 2 weeks for a vacation. I don't think this is divorce separating.
Give it a really good shot because, you know, there is love there, obviously. But no, there was no cheating with Noor.
Isn't that interesting? Do you hear that cackle of laughter, that lighthearted, on top of the world, high dopamine giggle? With a woman named Noor. And it seems that a lot of people kind of think that Noor may already be Salah's wife. You know, he can actually have 4 wives legally. So it's kind of interesting, right? And we're for sure that Noor is Sasa's mother.
No, I don't want any mean comments about Salah whatsoever. Yes, please delete those. It's just that it's not him. It's not him. It's more of like a cultural differences that are just really, I don't feel like myself. Like no matter how hard I try, I realize that in order to like make the marriage work, I'll have to assimilate into something I don't feel that I am. No, Nate, member for 13 months.
Okay, remember this, y'all. She's been living as Muslima in Kuwait for 3 years. She's just now deciding that she can't be Muslima? What? What culture exactly are you not fitting in with? How many people warned you about Syria? No electricity, no running water, no real health care. How many people warned you? How many? How many? That she, she is saying things as if the past 6 months has not happened. They have happened and we all saw it. She knows where she's living. She knew what she was in for. So, what is this about? I think she wants to go back to Canada for a visit. And I think Salah needs some more cash continue so he can continue to renovate the family home. And his big family, they're moving into the family home. And now, how is Chantal going to lay around on the sofa eating copious amounts of food with people watching her thinking, good God, what's wrong with this woman? So I don't believe that this is real. I think it's 100% a grift, just like Sasa's education was a grift. And I think Salah is sitting in the room with her, egging her on, giving her moral support. The two of them laughing, knowing there will be dumbasses giving their money to them.
TVs, I just want you happy. Thank you, No Name. Ready, set, rebees. Thank you. I mean, it's not that I need time to adapt because I think I've given it a fair go. It's been like 3 years. Hey, YouTube lover. Thank you, Jekka. That's the thing. I have to change a lot about myself, and some things I welcome change, some things that were not very good for me. It's just that, like, I find every day I kind of like, for example, I'll just be in the bathroom and I'll be looking at my Bath and Body Works and like Western products, and I'll be like, I really just want to leave, get in a car and go and like do something by myself. I can't, like, I don't feel like.
Okay, now then, question. This woman went to a Middle Eastern country not knowing this Middle Eastern man. She was so hungry to be loved. She put herself in danger of life and limb on the off chance that Salah is going to be a gentle, kind person, as opposed to a crazy serial killer. She literally went to a full-blown stranger in a completely strange country and culture she knew nothing about, into a country where she did not know not one single solitary soul. That is a woman who is incredibly thirsty, right? She's hungry for love. The only thing she needs and cares about is for a man to love and accept her. If you agree with me, put a 1. Now then, once she gets over there and she gets established and she's made friends with his family, who legitimately believes that a woman this crazy for a man, this type of hunger to have a romantic love or to have a man claim her, do you really believe that Bath and Body Works products is going to cause a divorce? Okay, really? Are we sure, Bobby Bureau, that Bath and Body Works is that strong? I don't think so. You know what I mean? She is manipulating her audience. She's saying things that she believes that they would value. She's repeating things to them, the warnings that they gave to her. I need my Bath and Body Works product and drive, but I just want to go by myself. Okay. For how long? So the again, the big overriding question is this clickbait, number one? Is this the ultimate grift in the drama community? Number two, or does she really want a divorce from this clown? And come on, Salah, you know damn well you're the scammer, buddy. You're the original scammer. And that picture of you on the beach, you're just pissed off because the scammer got scammed. That's it. You thought you were going to come up with a woman who was going to just give you the money, that you were going to get all the Western coin that you could spend in one Middle Eastern country, and that it would be easy, right? That's all you thought it was going to be. You had no idea what Chantal was really like. And now you do. You, the scammer, got scammed. And that's what you're so pissed off about. Well, but in order for him to take it, Nana, she has to go across the border and get the money out of a bank. So he can't get it unless she gives it to him, right? And think about this. If she does this and gets a lot of money, I don't think she's going to get to $10,000, but even if she gets $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, if she turns around and gives it to him, she stays there, that will absolutely be the final end to her channel. That will be the kiss of death. It will be finished at that point. She never kept her side of the argument. She promised him lots of things that didn't come through. So I think he is done with her. Yeah, I mean, maybe, Chickadee, maybe they're both done with each other. Maybe this farce, now that they're in the hard life of Syria, maybe they both realize it's just not going to be there. But again, here's the thing that keeps me from really embracing that. Listen to her mood. She's giggly. She's upbeat. This is not Chantal freaking out over the loss of a man. This is someone who's giddy with anticipation.
Like I have these are like the same issues. And then I moved back to Canada already, remember? Yeah, and I've changed my mind. And that's the problem. Last time I moved, I got kind of freaked out because I went through a lot of stress, which is my fault for showing my apartment.
No, you got freaked out because you dove head first into a bucket full of THC. You got freaked out and out of your mind because you disrupted your neurochemistry with drugs. That's the truth.
But there's a lot of stressful things that, make me not want to really go back there. So, yeah.
You're laughing.
It's not really a bad separation. It's just we're kind of at each other's throats more. And I just feel like it's things that are just never going to change, because in order for things to change, we would both have to change a lot of things that we're not really that comfortable changing. And
going to a different country where there's electricity and water, that could be something. Or for you to change and become subservient to this weak man who's perfectly happy to ruin a woman's life by scamming her. I mean, I kind of think you guys are like a match made in heaven.
And it's just not going to work out. No, he can't. It's not about marriage counseling. It's like fundamental cultural differences.
Marriage counseling. Okay. I don't know who the Beezers are. I don't, but I really question them. Did they really just ask if they could go to marriage counseling? They are actually living in Al-Qaeda territory. I don't know how much clearer I can make this. Look, these people, they believe that the man is God and superior and all-knowing, and women are actually less valuable than cattle. So why in the world would these people suggest marriage counseling? She is going to reject every suggestion they give. Now, all of their suggestions would be rational, common sense steps to make if you were in Kuwait or Canada or the US, right? She is in Dara, Syria. I don't even know how else to say that.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not, it's just, it's, you know, it's, we've tried to work it out for like 3 years. And it's just not, I mean, there was like a lot of stuff going on behind, you know, I didn't want to make it public, but I feel like I have to, because I'm kind of like desperate to just like, you know, figure out like how to move on and rebuild my life. And I feel like I have to like build from zero. You were born to be and be free. That, like, I feel like I have too big of a personality to just be like I don't want to say this without like hurting anyone's feelings. I feel like I'm just not meant to be like a subservient housewife. Like, it's just not my personality. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what the life you want,
you know what I think? If she's telling the truth, if they really are talking about separating and she's going to go back to Canada and all that, and it's all real, right? And look, I don't believe it's real, but let's just say it is. She has so little awareness, so little like instinct for self-preservation. She doesn't realize that her life no longer holds any value whatsoever to Salah. None. Zero. Once she gets out of there, once she gets to Canada, he gets no more YouTube coin, right? She means nothing to him. Why isn't she scared for her life? Why does she act like she's living in the middle of, you know, Indianapolis, Indiana, and there's law enforcement to protect her and people would notice if she went missing? Why is that recognition not there? It could just be stupidity, or it could be another sign that this is all just a grift, it's not real, and she has no intention of separating from him.
traditionally that's what you want in life. I'm not, and it's not Syria, because Syria, like, you know, traveling here has been such an amazing experience. I've met people that have like impacted my life that are so amazing. You know, so I just, it took me a long time to realize that I'm the type of person that people can scream things to me right in my face and I won't see it unless I realize that myself.
Or unless $10,000
Here's
is
a relationship with a
involved.
Muslim, but I wasn't able to change. It's really, really, really hard when you have opposing worlds come together, you know? And it's nothing like, that's just his culture. That's just like, that's not anything negative. It's not, you know, it's just too different. I don't feel like I fit in no matter how much I try. I don't feel,
You were saying all of these same things the night before you left Kuwait. You sat there and said that you were tired of keeping your mouth shut, that it wasn't you. You couldn't live not being allowed to talk. Remember that, cutie? And you raged and you ranted. And at that time, you had the ability to get out, get you a ticket, and leave. But you can't leave without $10,000? Why? Are you being held hostage, Chantal? Is the $10,000 ransom money? That's my guess.
completely comfortable, like in a way, like I feel comfortable at home right now with him, like in this house, like physical needs, like you know, like I'm not too hot. We have water. We have, like, you know, we're not living in like abject poverty. It's just that,
like you know, at the beginning of this video, you said it was so hot you just didn't feel like being on camera. Now you're excited thinking about the money, telling your beezers all the reasons why they should give you $10,000, and now you're not hot. You're perfectly comfortable in your house with the man that doesn't love you and you don't love him. You're perfectly comfortable pretending to be a Muslim when you're not, or being a subservient housewife when you haven't even got the housewife part yet. Chantal, everyone can see that you're lying. Everyone.
it's just, I'm a very, very different than what, I don't know. I don't even know if I can really explain it. Amber, loyalty visa change is hard, but you have to do what's right for you. Love you, Chantal. You're strong. Thank you, Amber. Ready, set, rebees. Thanks for rebeezing.
Thank you for your
Katie, that's why I'm
money.
scared of living in the West. I couldn't do it there. And
Right, DB, it's upside down
and I'm
world.
not talking
It's
bad about Salah.
insanity.
I don't want anyone to talk bad about Salah. It's that
What?
for your contract. It's just that
More giggling. Did you hear the giggling? She's giggling. Listen, about her contract where she gets paid money by Salah.
it's that for your contract.
I ask you, does this sound like a woman who is seeing the end of a 3-year marriage? Does she sound sad? Does she sound scared to be living with a man that doesn't love her? Does she sound terrified to be a woman in the Middle East with no money and no home at the mercy of a creepy guy? Don't give her your money, y'all. Please don't. You are being scammed up the wazoo. And this is 100 times worse than someone begging you for your money to pay their lawyer. Please don't do that.
It's just that, like, Katie, you said you wanted to go to.
Listen to the tone of her voice. She is giddy thinking about that $10,000. Listen.
There. And I'm not talking bad about Salah, and I don't want anyone to talk bad about Salah. It's that for your contract. It's just that, like, Katie, you said you wanted to go to the US. He likes this life. Like, he is investing his life in here. And I just, like, you know, I thought, like, you know, eventually we would, like, move on and do other things, but I don't think he really wants that. Like, he wants to establish here forever. And he's invested in, you know, like, things here where, you know, he'll have ties here. And, you know, I feel like eventually, like, my channel will just wither away. And that does make me panic because.
Why is she so giddy? Why is she so excited, y'all? Yeah, totally, Nancy Drew. Absolutely. Don't talk bad about Salad because she's not getting a divorce. Don't talk bad about Salad because he may kill her if she doesn't get the $10,000 to pay him. Don't make him mad. I don't want to get another beating. Oh my God, Skinny Nona. You could be so right. You could be absolutely right. Donna says, I think she just wants the money for food and travel. So, in other words, to go to another country where there's a nice hotel and just sit around for a week and eat in air conditioning, right? There is some, no, a war zone is not paradise. It's not fun. It's a nightmare. And it's not just a war zone for a couple of years. This country has been at war for 30 years. There's nothing there. It's a wasteland. Why do you think all the terrorists massed there? Nobody cares if they're there. The president of the country is Al-Qaeda. Baghdadi's little friend. It really and truly Baghdadi's friend. So I don't know who she thinks she's kidding, or she just doesn't know herself. Maybe she knows nothing about the history of this place and these people. Maybe she has no idea that she married into a family that was affiliated with Al Qaeda. I have no idea. But you know what I bet? I bet Canada knows who she married. I bet Canada knows exactly where she's been living. And I bet Canada wants no part of her coming to Canada. What do you want to bet? So this thing is not going to be like, if she's telling the truth, I don't think she is. Please let me be clear. I think it's 100% grift just because of how happy and excited she is. Yes, Bobby Barrow, thank you. She sounds unhinged. It is like listening to her and knowing reality is just completely two different things. It's like, what is she describing? What in the hell is she talking about? Because the place she's talking about doesn't resemble anything that she said. It's like her standing there at that big ditch and saying that she was looking at the canyons of Syria. No, not a canyon. Sorry, honey. It's a ditch where they found a ton of dead people. Okay? It's, I, I don't know. No, I don't think so, Donna. No, I think this is a grift. I think they're grifting, they're lying. I don't know what they need the money for, but I think they're just getting money. And I think the idea that people are giving money is exciting to her. And that's my guess. I'm just guessing. That's all. I'm just guessing. But I do know, watching her before she went to Syria, I did a couple of videos about her before she went to Syria. And I watched some of the old videos. This woman could not tolerate a breakup. I mean, when I say she melted down, I mean, she was inconsolable, out of her mind, agitated, sobbing, crying, and then screaming and raging, and then crying. You know what she did? Listen to this. She had this really toxic, terrible relationship with this guy who's now currently in prison. She reported him for, I don't know if it was RAPE or if it was domestic violence. It was something like that. But she did it while she was in her meltdown, the breakup stage. After she calmed down and he started talking nice to her, then she went to the cops and said, "Oh, well, I lied." So, this is a woman who's willing to actually lie and call somebody a rapist. No, when someone breaks up with her, she is inconsolable, drunk, high. I mean, it is the word shit show came from one of Chantal's breakups. Okay, it's in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So as I listen to this, and I listen to the outright laughter, the giggling, the excited anticipation, and then don't be mean to Salah. We love each other. All of that. It feels like a grift. I don't think it's real. Yeah, exactly, Nancy Drew. Her whole identity is based on whether there is a man at the time claiming her. Yeah, you think they went to a Syrian marriage counselor, right? Oh my goodness, hey Kelly, good to see you. Yeah, man, this is the hardest thing to listen to because there are people that are going to give her money because they care about her. They believe every word she says. You know what it almost makes me feel like? It almost makes me feel like money laundering. It almost makes me feel like maybe someone is getting illegal money and then they donate it to her and then it just looks like YouTube coin. But really it's cleaning up dirty money. Like I can't imagine people giving this woman $10,000 so she can get a new apartment in Canada. I no. If she pulls this off, I'm gonna genuinely be shocked.
Like, that's all I really have in life. Like, that might seem sad, but like that's all I really have. And I friggin' freak out at the thought of being 100% dependent on any person, especially somebody with, you know, such different views.
And yet, Chantal, you are 100% dependent on other people. What do you think YouTube coin is? If people don't watch your videos, you don't make any money. If people don't directly give you super chats, you don't make any money. If people don't buy your cameos, you don't make any money. What do you mean you don't want to be dependent on other people? You are dependent. The grifter requires people with money, otherwise they don't get the grift. If it wasn't for people that are dumb, Chantal, you wouldn't have any income. So what is this nonsense? I just don't want to be 100% responsible for another man. I can't do. I have to be myself. I have to be my own woman and stand up on my own 2 feet. As you say, please give me $10,000. Are the Beezers listening to her talk?
Yeah, I am Western, yes. You know. Thanks, Vulgar. Thank you. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, obviously when in Rome, like I have to assimilate, but I don't know. No, I'm not in shambles because it's something I want, you know? Like I feel relieved.
More laughing, more giggling, absolutely zero self-awareness or instinct for personal survival. Because you're relieved, Chantal, you're laughing and happy because you're relieved. You're not in a meltdown over a divorce because you're happy to be leaving. Chantal, do you know where you are, honey? Do you understand that women mean nothing? You are literally at the mercy of a man who looks at you with pure, unadulterated disdain. Why would he do anything for you other than the limits of his morality? And you are giggling and tittering and ha ha and as if you've just been told that you were going around the world on a worldwide cruise. There is no way you are separating from him, Chantal. There is absolutely no way you would be this happy and excited if your marriage was breaking up. No way. I don't believe it.
I think I feel relief. As mean, like I don't mean that in a mean way. Turkey hair plugs. The problem is that like I do want to reestablish myself in Canada and go back to like beezing and just being myself. Bear, very important, bees. Thank you, Bear, for the hugs and 27 months of beezing. Ready, set, bees. Thank you. I can't change my mind again. I've changed my mind. I've upheaved people's lives. Like I can't keep doing that. Like people are fed up, you know. Hey, Lavisa. Julia, I'm taking with me. Yeah, 100%. The problem is I don't know when I'm going to leave. So that's the problem. Like I can't, if I want to leave like sooner than later, I need help. Like I need to like try to raise money because like, I know you're thinking, well, just have your husband pay. No, like a whole setting. I need to like start from scratch. I need like first and last month's rent. I need to bring Julia. I don't know how much that's going to cost. I need to like even just buy a bed, you know, like, and I need my airfare. And he just bought a car with cash. And he's already invested his money in like, you know, I don't want to say what here, but to.
That's a lie. She just told a lie. She couldn't think of what he could have invested his cash in. He doesn't have cash. He used her money, right? I mean, of course, that's what has happened. What is this 10,000 for? How long is this Syrian man going to allow this dead weight to live in his house with her not able to give him anything? How long do you believe that that's going to happen? Do you know how many Middle Eastern women end up homeless after they end their childbearing years? I don't understand this woman. If this is real, she has no idea the level of danger she's in.
Make sure he can financially support himself, and he's not rich, so he cannot, you know. So just by doing my content and stuff and, you know, saving money, maybe I can get out of here by like next, and if like, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so, I don't know. Otherwise I'd have to like try to raise money. I don't know. Otherwise, you know, if not, then I have to stay longer, but yeah, it's true. I really haven't seen that. I'm not really looking at the comments. I'll give you $5. Thank you, Karen. Divorce fundraiser. I can't start a GoFundMe because of where I am. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can just like save, but it'll just take longer to leave. Like, I don't know when I can. That's all. So yeah. There's no embassy here. I still do cameos, yeah. If my mom started one for me, I don't want to like, maybe I can ask her. I don't want to like bug her too, because you have to like verify. I tried starting one, and like they're like, after verifying my identity, they're like, no, because you're in a country with sanctions. Even though I used a VPN, like, closest embassy is in Lebanon. Everyone should buy a cameo. Yeah, if everyone buys a cameo, I'll have enough money for sure. I think I would need maybe like around 10,000 or like 8.
I can't wrap my brain around that. I don't know how empty of moral. I don't know how, I don't even know how to voice it. Like, how do you go online to strangers and literally say, give me $10,000 for first month and last month's rent, an airplane ticket for me, wait a minute, and my cat? You need an airplane ticket for your cat. You are literally asking these people to buy an airplane ticket for the cat? Sincerely? This is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard in my life, y'all. I've seen people before ask for $10,000 because somebody died. I've seen them ask for $10,000 because their house burned to the ground. $10,000 so that you can get an apartment in Canada? I swear, if this goes through, if this works, if this woman collects $10,000 for this reason, it's the grift game on YouTube is going to go off the damn charts. It's going to go off the charts.
8 to 10,000. If I hit the lotto, I'll get you home. Thank you. I don't want to go back to Canada. Yeah, it's that's the thing. It's really expensive to go back and start from scratch. I don't even have a bed. I don't even have like.
You did have a bed.
You know.
You even had an air conditioner. You ought to be ashamed of yourself,
I know, Katie.
lady.
That's okay. The first month's rent is like, you need first and last in Ontario, which is probably at least 4,000, probably at least.
So easily,
So
like
it
it's
kinda sucks.
nothing. Does it? Oh, it kind of sucks.
What did I buy
Oh
in
my
June?
God.
I don't want to go to Thailand.
She doesn't
I
want
don't know.
to
I'd be
go
like,
to Thailand.
will I stay Muslim? Yeah.
I want to pony.
I don't know.
want
I don't know
to
what I'm gonna do when I get home. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't know. I'm just really confused right now, like about everything, about my identity, about my beliefs, about everything. You know, the problem is I can't go to my family because everybody knows where every single family member of mine lives. They've been doxxed, and for their safety, my safety, I don't want to. You know. So
your safety. Nobody's going to do anything.
I don't have massive savings because I'm paying massive debts. You know, like, and I don't.
You're a liar, Chantal, plain and simple. You're worried about your safety because people in Canada know where you live. What's wrong? What's going to happen to your safety? Do you realize, Chantal, you're literally living in the most dangerous place on the planet right now? You believe that you're in danger if you live in your mom's apartment? Stop. This is the biggest bunch of bullshit I ever heard in my life, lady. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Those people that are loyal and faithful to you and they sit there night after night every time you go live, those people care about you. And maybe they're not very smart, but they're the only ones that seem to care about you. And all you're doing is running them into the ground. $10,000, really? It's obscene. It is obscene. You are obscene, and Salah is obscene.
Make as much money as I used to. So my problem is it's not with Syria. No, the people here have been so nice. Like, I can't tell you. It's like I feel more like happy and in place here than I did like in Kuwait. But exactly, you need to keep your privacy intact. Yeah. Thanks, Teardrop. Yeah. No, we're separating. Yeah. No, I don't want to go to Dubai. It's like Kuwait. All the Gulf countries are the same. I just want to go back, you know, and establish my life and have fun and have fun like I used to. I just really miss that. I miss
never
being free to just like have the fun I want to have, you know.
If I leave Syria,
Salah's not
it
here. He
won't
doesn't
be
want to
to
listen to me
Canada.
talk like this, but I don't mean it in a bad
Salah's
way. I'm just
there,
being like
you liar.
completely honest about how I feel, and I'm tired of like holding it in.
Salah is absolutely in that room. You can hear him cough. If you guys heard him cough, put a 1. He is in that room with her right now.
I feel like I'm always holding something in here, and then I freak out and I take it out on him because I don't like, you know.
There she is again. Same shit she said the night before she left Kuwait. I just can't just be silent. I just have to say what I think. I have to say what I feel. Why? Are you a toddler? Are you a child? Adults generally figure out how to manage their emotions and control their mouth by the time that they're 20, Chantal. What is wrong with you? This is the same game that you played in Kuwait, and you did get money. I think this time around, unless you're washing dirty money, unless you guys are pulling a final fatal grift, whatever this is not. I just want to go home to Mother Canada. I just want to be back in the bosom of my favorite country. I'm never going back to Canada. Even if I leave Syria, it won't be to Canada. Nope. Maybe Thailand. Maybe I'll go to Dubai. Maybe I'll go to Qatar. Stop with the nonsense. You are literally committing fraud, Chantal. Fraud against your Beezers, your subscribers. And why in God's name they put up with this, I don't know.
No, I've been on my SSRIs forever now, you know. It's finished, you know. It's finished. So that life is not for me. Exactly. Even Salah said that whenever we were talking about separating. He's like, well, I honestly don't feel this life is for you. You're always complaining about something. I don't think there's therapy here for that. It's not about therapy, ECP. It's about differences that in culture. Like, we have different fundamental beliefs and values. Oh, the visa. Did you like it? Hey, Barb. I don't know. I think I will be happier. And like, my health is not any better. I don't want to, I feel like I talked to my family, and they, like, one family member thought, like, you guys, there's so much you don't see. Instead of going live now, because I have to be so private and I don't have like the freedom of speech I really used to, I talk to like my family, like usually like my aunt or somebody. And she really wants me to be evaluated, like psychiatrically, like really well, because I'm so, like, I feel, I don't know if manic is the word, but like, I need better healthcare, like more sophisticated healthcare. The healthcare here is good for, like, you know. So yeah.
Listen to the content, the concepts that she's using to sell this to the Beezers. Now she's gone to my health. I need health care. The healthcare here is not good enough. I need more sophisticated healthcare. I need a psychiatric evaluation. Are these not things that the Beezers have been saying for years, literally years? Why is she saying them now? Let's stop a minute, think about this. Why would she be saying them now? She thought it was all hogwash before. For the past couple of years, she's been laughing and saying that's hogwash. Oh, Syria has the very finest care, the very finest health care, the best doctors. Remember all that nonsense? Now, suddenly, she can't get a simple psychiatric evaluation? Really? No, this doesn't have anything to do with health care or getting a psychiatric evaluation and treatment. This has to do with her taking concepts that she's seen in her own chat thrown toward her. She's now using them to tug at the heartstrings of the Beezers. That if she turns it around, she's a manipulative little child. She turns that around back on the Beezers who have been saying it, then the Beezers go, oh, thank God. She finally sees the light. She's finally going to get the care that we've all been hoping for. I'm going to help her get home. She's just manipulating. She's run the gamut from women's rights. She's got to leave for women's rights. She's got to leave because of healthy relationships. She's got to leave because of psychiatric medical care. She's got to leave because there's no air conditioning and no running water. She's got to leave because of women's rights. She can't voice her own opinions, and we women know how important that is, correct? She's just manipulating. She's just lying. She's throwing out anything she can, hoping to touch the heartstrings of people that have supported her. People that are going to say she's finally seen the light. She's finally ready to get things in order and get her life together. And they're about to get taken for a hell of a ride. You know, they did this with Salah, right? And we all knew it was a grift, and we played the videos and we gave our own individual interpretations of what we were seeing. She also responded exactly like we predicted she would. She would never show receipts. She would have an excuse for it, and she would just simply lie. Everyone is calling this exactly the same way. This is all lies. She wants as much money as she can. She's going to use the money and go home. We already have Pete's. Pete's, her best friend in the whole world, has already gone live and said she's coming home for a visit for the holidays. He's already said that. She's getting the money together. She's going to make the trip home, spend a couple of weeks there, staying high and drunk the whole time. And then when she's ready, she'll get on an airplane and go back to Salah. And that's how it'll be until she comes up with another grift. And in the meantime, the people that are in her chat that are allowing her to do this to them, manipulate them, steal their money through fraud, they're just going to keep on doing it because obviously they don't have the intellectual capacity to make a better decision, to understand the process of what she's doing. It is absolutely shocking that YouTube is not putting a stop to this. It's a shock that YouTube has allowed her channel to continue. It's unbelievable.
It's not a grift because
it is a grift.
Like if I come up with the money myself, it will just take me longer to leave here. And obviously, if it was a grift, then it would be a scam, and it's not, because if I raise money to go home, then I'll be back in Canada using the money for that. So
it's an obscenity.
Canada's
really
expensive, yeah.
With the economy like it is,
yeah, true.
In the West, it's an obscenity that she has taken money from people that didn't make the shitty decisions that ended up with her in Syria. They didn't do it. So why is it their responsibility to get her out?
Yeah, who knows? I'm not allowed to unprivate my videos right now, so I think I'll just wait, maybe if I go back, but.
Now, I did not know that she said she doesn't have a passport. Can someone, House Cat, what is that story? What happened to her passport? When did she say that about her passport? Salah took her passport. When she first got there, we all asked her about the passport. She said she had it. Yeah, she even picked up her purse and showed her purse. Salah said he lost it. Jokingly said that he lost it the other day. Yeah, when they were in the fancy restaurant. She may not be able to leave even if she really wants to. It was 3 streams back. That is very specific, Marcia, and thank you. Yeah, and that's going to be another problem, right? If she does get out, right, she is able to get the money together, she's able to get her passport, and she gets on an airplane and gets out. What do you think is going to happen when she gets to Canada? Do you think the Canadian authorities are going to run her passport and go, oh gosh, look here. Why did you disappear into Lebanon? Like the last known place we have you is Lebanon. And then you popped up in Qatar for a few days and then back in Qatar via Canada. What exactly have you been doing there? They're not going to let her. They're not going to let her back in. I'm almost certain they're not going to let her back in. That'd be hilarious because then she'll have to use her money to go to Thailand.
Medication works wonders. Fire sale bees? What? My camera's not on because I'm just like, I have a big headache. I don't feel like wearing hijab. I don't really want to talk about like Muslim and everything right now. I'm so confused. I just really don't want to talk about that right now. I know I'm really too much of a free spirit.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and you know what? You have heard this before. That's what I'm saying.
She's such a free spirit, guys. This is all about her spirit needs to roam free. She cannot be dependent on anyone. She has got to be able to voice her opinion and let her spirit run free. Chantal, your job is to sit on the internet and beg people for money, lie to them, trick them, use fraud to get money. That's your grift. The only grift I haven't seen you do so far, Chantal, I hadn't seen you say, I need to get a lawyer. Please give me money so I can hire a lawyer. I don't need, it's so hard to listen to.
Saying like so many times, but I've never like fully like separated, I guess. I don't think so anyway. No, I don't have my ring on. Thanks, Maddie. No, like I wouldn't be coming live if I wasn't leaving. Like I'm planning on leaving. No, I don't want to leave Julia.
God, she's such a child. And I want to leave Julia.
Well, for now, separating.
I want my visitors to pay for a cat to fly international.
Yeah, cherry blossom. Us women love to change our minds.
Oh, do we like that? No, most of us women have survival in our hearts.
No, Smee didn't cry. Please take Julia. Yeah, I'm not leaving Julia. Salah's in the other room. No, that's not what I meant. Thank you, Wanda. Appreciate it.
Thank you for money, Wanda.
Thank you. Ageless beauty. No, but that's the thing. Even that little thing, you know, there's so many differences. Like, yeah, YouTube lover. No, I didn't get that many donations actually last time, so
you had to come back for more, eh?
Kinda, Kingu. Hey, Shauna. Thank you.
Exactly, Kelly.
Go back to being the fun.
That
I feel like every night, like the thing is like obviously, like I love Salah, so yeah, it is hard. It's just that I do.
Yeah, you know, so the giddiness, Kelly, that's the one thing that really makes me certain that they're not separating. That there is simply no way, none whatsoever, that she would be so excited, better word, enthusiastic. Her level of enthusiasm, she can't even hide it, right? I know that feeling. I know that feeling of excitement. I can remember like begging my mom and dad to let me go on a cruise with my best friend, like begging and begging. And I didn't know if they were going to let me go. And I thought they were just going to shut me down and say, hell no. But instead they were like, give me a little bit to think about it. And I just kept telling them all the great reasons why it would be good for me to go on this cruise, right? And finally, they said you could go. And getting in my car and driving over to my friend's house to let her know that they said yes. And I felt so good. I remember it. My heart was pounding fast. I was thrilled. Why is she thrilled? Because she's excited to go visit Canada. Because she asked him if she could go home for the holidays. She's getting a vacation. And so now she's got to come up with as much money as she can. It doesn't need to be $10,000. She doesn't need first and last month's rent. She just needs the money to get the airplane ticket and either a hotel room or a B&B for a couple of weeks. So she's excited because she knows. Right? Bobby. I was in high school as a kid.
Feel some relief, and maybe he does too, like, you know, because I'm always whining and complaining about something. Hardly, wishing both of you only the best. Thank you, Hardly Quinn. I appreciate that.
These people,
Donations
why
for
do they keep
KFC.
believing her? It's crazy.
Oh my God. They probably could set up a GoFundMe for me, but I feel like maybe I'll ask them. I don't know. It's like embarrassing a bit.
Wow.
No, he's gonna stay here. He has a house here, you know, and he just bought a car, so.
You mean you bought the car for him, right? You fixed up his house.
At home with Melissa. This is a new beginning for you. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you.
Melissa, keep your money, girl.
He's great.
I don't know what you guys are doing. It's unbelievable to listen to.
My mom is like always busy, and she's like got a short attention span. No one's gonna donate 10,000, but like even just like anything helps, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like
to visit
if she would be able to, like, you know. But maybe I don't know. You and Salah can stay friends to the extent. Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, we're not on bad terms. It's just we, you know. I mean, obviously you saw that we fight sometimes.
We're not on bad terms. We're just, you know, getting divorced, moving apart. He's not going to have my money anymore. I'm not going to have a pretend man. But we're not on bad terms. We still love each other so much. In fact, we're just going to, you know, have a great little dinner tonight and play video games and have a great old time. Us divorcing is, you know, we're doing it amicably. Just like we promised each other, if we ever thought we were going to stray, we were going to cheat, we wanted to have sex with other people, we would talk about it first because that's kind of reasonable people we are. It's horseshit. This is not the way people behave when they're ending a marriage, even a fake marriage. Think about Salah. She is his business. Without her, he makes no money. We've already seen that. He tried to do YouTube videos. People hate the guy. They don't even have to listen to him talk. They just look at him and they think, yuck, who is he? And then those people that actually know about him and Kybella and his excrement fetish, yeah, he's nasty. He's scary, kind of nasty. So all of this giggling and tee hee hee hee, and I'm so excited to get divorced, and we're not on bad terms. What is this fear? Is she pretending all of this because she doesn't want him to cut her throat before she can get out of the country? I don't know. Here's the one thing I know for a fact. Ain't no way that this is about divorce. I don't believe it. Now, maybe he's taken her hostage and told her that if she wants to get her passport back, she's going to have to pay him $10,000. Maybe it's that. But hey guys, we're doing great. Just like Shanann and Chris Watts. Well, we had an emotional conversation in the morning, but we were on good terms. Yeah, well, your whole family ended up dead with your little tiny emotional conversation. No, this is obscene. They're simply trying to get money. I'm convinced of it.
But that's my personality. I realize, like, I feel like I just need to be alone in life. Like I'm so like I get overwhelmed with people, you know, and I think that's part of like my mental health. Like I just need to. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna move in with Amberlynn. Wish I was a rich bees or. Yeah, well, I know even you guys just like, you know, being here is really good support. I'm not going to change my mind. If I get help to go back and I raise enough money to go earlier, then obviously I'm going to go. If I don't, I'll just have to stay till I do. And I'm not leaving until I'm ready. It's stressful being there and like having to worry about, you know, So like, yeah. Lavisa, it's more symbolic than much you've got this. Thank you, Lavisa. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's okay, Margie. And I know a lot of you are struggling. I would never ask people to help who can't, you know? Yeah. Don't be impulsive. Yeah. I'm not, because like, I feel like, you know, every night, like I have the same dream that I'm like, you know, just back. I just don't feel like, I feel like something is like, I feel lost and I don't feel like myself. That's the number one thing. I feel like I'm being muted. I feel like I'm being muted. And for a long time, I lived that way. So,
Right.
yeah, Lorena. Yeah, well, who knows what will happen if when I go back, you know? Eating a nashi.
What
Yeah.
is she laughing about?
Thanks,
So
Kiara.
bizarre.
It's not a lie. I've never lied. When I ask for money, it's not a lie. You know? And with like, if I do set up something for donations, like towards moving back home, I don't mind being more transparent with that and showing exactly how much I got than with Sasa,
yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
I don't care about.
Like you were going to show the receipts for Sasa, right? You were going to prove it. You were going to bring the receipts, right? And then everybody started looking at the schools. Everybody proved you were full of shit, Chantal. So stop. I'll be more transparent with this. What? 10,000 compared to 2,000? You're never going to be transparent. That idiot husband of yours is the one that put you up to this. He sees your channel dying. He knows that the money won't be there any longer. This is a last hoorah, and then I don't know what happens to your neck, but I wouldn't want to be it.
Like myself as much. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, right? Come on, Gore World. Pay up. Send me home. I can't get a job here, Tizzy. And I mean, I do YouTube. I don't know, I say. I'm not saying that it's wrong, like culturally, that there's anything wrong with the culture, anything wrong with Salah. It's just not me. That's it. It's just not me. No, I will never get in another relationship ever. Nope. It's me and cats. Me and cats from now on in life. I just want, I just want to be free to do and say what I want whenever I want, go live whenever I want. No, I can't have Sam back. I tried. Single arc. Hey, Missy Med. He's happy in his new home. So actually, I'm happy for him, and I wouldn't want to upheave him, I guess, if he's happy. So,
Boy, that's
Julia,
such BS.
it is. Right, Juice? Juice.
Such BS.
Juice. Oh, Juice. Hello. Yeah, I'll totally be a crazy cat lady. I don't mind. Thanks, Marmoset. He's been in new home for years now. It is very restrictive. Like, I miss doing fun stuff, like fun content. I really miss, and this is so stupid, I miss going to pumpkin patches. I miss going to
pumpkin patches.
You know,
God.
I miss going to what was I gonna say? I got distracted by a comment. Just doing anything, like, Welcome back here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But oh yeah, I'm not I feel maybe it's just not like set in right now, because it's just like, but it's just not working out. So why would I be sad? You know, it's not like I'm the one making the decision. So I'm not really, obviously, like, I love him, yes, but like I said, that's not enough. Like, if I've tried for 3
100%
years
deranged
to be,
bunny.
at first it was like
Absolutely.
really exciting and like different, and I'm having a good time here in Syria. You know, it's just like tonight we're gonna go out and like hang out with family and stuff. We're civil and everything. It's just
What? What did you just say? He's having a good time in Syria. Like tonight, they're going to hang out with family. What? What? K- Chantal, question here for a minute. Why do you think your channel's dying? Well, your channel's dying because there's no electricity or internet for you to live stream like your people like. You do nothing. Literally, you're like a prisoner in a house. People are bored with the nonsense. They're sick of being lied to and having their money fraudulently stolen from them. You're having fun. You're having so much fun. No electricity, no running water, no healthy food, no health care. You're having fun. You literally stood next to a tank to get your picture made. There's lots of nice men on the corner with guns, big ones, that they carry in your car as Salah drives them around. You are literally living as a terrorist wife, Chantal. I don't know how else to say it to you. You're going to find out. You're going to find out when you try to enter Canada and they have you on a watch list.
long term. It's just not. I need to like be free and back in my culture. That's basically what it is. And alone, because I get annoyed with people like after a while. You know. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on pumpkin patches. Thanks, teardrop. Sometimes love is not enough if you're not compatible.
Compatible.
You know, like,
she's worried about compatible.
I don't know, Blue Lace. We've been, going over. There's been some issues. Cultural expectations is a lot. Yes. My family cannot afford to help me set up my life again there. Hey, Anna. And they
Yeah, they
probably
already did it
wouldn't
once,
anyways.
didn't they?
In a lot of ways, we're not compatible. Yes, that's right. So. I think that's how I know it's like also maybe time to move on. It's not, I don't feel really jealous that much when I think about that. I would just want him to be happy anyways. He's really young also, and he, young, fertile. I'm not, so I just I'm tired of being insecure about that actually. I just want to be like at peace. So yeah. Don't let these clout chasers try to hack your vibe. I just want to be like in a comfortable area, Mario Beezing in Canada, and just doing content for you guys. I miss time warps.
Did you notice what she said? That Salah is young and fertile. Okay, riddle me this. Fertile is a kind of specific word, isn't it? It would imply that someone has been fertilized. Am I right or wrong? So, are we to believe that there actually is a Mrs. Salah #1 who is now pregnant and she doesn't want any part of that? Yeah, something to really think about, right?
really miss stuff like that. Thanks, Nicole. Queen bees, not fertile. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how much I need to get to Canada. If I want to leave like soon in the next like month or so, I need to. Yeah, I can't. Like, I have to save my money to go. Like, I'm gonna be on my own. Salah will need his money to take care of himself, and I need my money. So I would say probably like the first and last month's rent, a flight, bringing Julia. I don't know how much that's going to cost. Her rabies vaccine is due in November. I got to get that. That's not expensive. Maybe around 8 to 10,000, give or take. First and last, utilities, and then I need like some furniture. I don't even have a bed. I'd probably need to rent a car for like a good 2 weeks just so I can move and get my stuff, and maybe my family doesn't have the money, Anna. Strawberries. I'm not going to take his inheritance money. He doesn't even have a job. Well, I want to do a GoFundMe. Like, I tried to set one up, but it's not letting me from here. So I'll have to ask someone else to do it for me. And yeah, I prefer that too, because it is, people, if you're worried about like grifting, scams, whatever people are worried about, for peace of mind, it is more, you can see like how much is raised and stuff like that. I need the receipt. So there's no hard feelings. Let's apply for a mortgage in Pete's name. A lot of adventure, Salah World. Yeah. We did come to the conclusion together, yes. Yeah. I am in a bankruptcy, so I cannot borrow money at all. Anything I've ever paid for has been with money between Salah and I. So, yeah, I'm screwed that way. Tracy, yeah, please, somebody. October and Halloween bees. I don't think I would have to raise the money fast if I want to be there by Halloween. It's almost October. No, I didn't lose my passport. I have my passport. We need to dip into Nora's retirement fund. X-ray specs. Hope this helps get your butt home, darling. Thank you, X-ray specs. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Boy, listen to her laugh.
I wasn't an
atheist. That money, getting those super.
I mean, I believe in God.
Crazy.
Ask your family to get a bank loan and you can pay them. My family is not going to help me like that. Trust me. With money, they're not going to help me at all. Or I would ask. Believe me, embarrassing yourself online is the last.
Yeah, the reason that her mom is not going to help her is because she squandered their money previously, didn't she? They helped her get set up in an apartment, a nice apartment, got her some furniture, got her an air conditioner, remember? And I mean, within 48 hours, she dumped everything they did for her. The only thing she could think of was getting back to her man. That's all. Now she's giddy and excited and jumping up and down at the prospect of divorce. This woman who lied about grape when this man broke up with her? No. This isn't. There is something so wrong here, something so bad. I don't know yet what it is. I'm going to try to figure it out. But one thing I do know, this lady is not happy about being divorced. That is not what is happening here. I don't know if she's excited about the money. I don't know if she's scared for her life and safety, and so she's putting on an act. I don't know, but I'm going to try to figure it out. All right. Okay, we've been at this for an hour and a half. Thank you guys so much for listening. Now that we've watched this far, I invite you to go to any number of channels that cover Chantal. Garlic Bread does an excellent breakdown of this whole long live. There's a channel called Piggy that just plays it from start to finish. What is it? All I Can Say, or what's the name of that channel? I can't remember exactly. Hold on a minute. I'll tell you. Just a minute. What is the name of that channel? Well, now I'm not seeing it. I usually see it fast. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, garlic bread gives a great breakdown. And where's the other one? Oh, Pulpy Syntax is a great one. I like him a lot. I'm not finding. Oh Lordy, it's Jordy is another one. No Nonsense Life, but she doesn't really play it all the way through, right? There's a lot of like discussion. Milk Tea is a great channel. And Piggy, the channel is Piggy. Piggy allows it to play. Like if you go to her channel and pull up this video, she allows it to play. Are you serious? That's it. That's it. Yeah. Are you serious? That's another great one. So Are You Serious? Garlic bread and milk tea, and then Piggy, Piggy. All of those will just show it from start. Well, not garlic bread. Garlic bread gives a breakdown, but from start to finish. Piggy is the one that'll play the whole thing through. So it's a very, very long video. It is 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're only 40 minutes in. So lots of time to follow up. There was also another live that she did today in addition to this one. She is grifting hard. Don't know what it's about, but we'll figure it out. She doesn't hide her motivations very well. She lets the cat out of the bag, right? That's hilarious, Jackie. Yeah, she can't keep it together very long. So I know I haven't talked about her in a very long time. But when I watched this, I was blown away and I was like, okay, we have to spread the word. Please don't squander your money by giving it to this woman and this guy. Please don't. You work hard for your money. You need to keep it, save it. Really, this is too much. All right. Y'all have a wonderful evening. See you later. Bye.
Woke up at dawn with the pelicans in flight. Coffee brewing strong by dawn's early light. Waves whisper secrets to my open heart. The life around this water gets me off to a great start. Parrots wild, squawking loud in the old palm tree. Dolphin smiles, brighter than the Texas sun on me. We chase simple dreams, nothing fancy or grand, just honest days in this promised land. God gives rainbow horizons to those in this happy lane. Diamonds dancing on the waves, back sparkling again. Honest living, a pursuit of peace, family ties and the happiness we seek. Love, forgotten country running deep in our veins. Through the storms and the trials we break those chains. Good living brings the blessings we see. this humble light, for the flag that waves and the grace from above, filling our hearts with endless love. No riches can